I feel a little bad about, the whole no update this morning, but then again, I did wake up late. I don't like how these bangs look. That's better. Yeah, I woke up a little late this morning, but it was an eventful day. I've literally been out for 10 hours. I just got back. We just had an eventful trip at Tesco's. We were only there for about 45 minutes. Which was not stressful at all. It's a huge store. It's kind of more like a Walmart than a Target, but like it was big. It was a huge store. At least this one was. It wasn't the best of quality because a lot of the lettuce that I saw in bags was brown. A lot of the fruit didn't look good. It was whatever. But there was one thing. Do you see that? Do you see what that is? That's a fan. That's a little small USB desk fan that I now have here in my room. Thanks to Becky, the speech teacher. She heard us talking about fans, and as we were about to walk away, being like, oh, I guess they don't have any because we couldn't find any. She's like, oh, I think I saw some. And so she brings us to where they were, and we found these little 6-pound desk fans, which was pretty awesome, if you ask me. Like, that is amazing. Also, I got a new Fanta to try. This is a strawberry and kiwi. You may be like, Molly, I thought you hated Fanta. And I do. I hate American Fanta. Oh, but I have to tell you, I just bought a 18 pack of orange Fanta. Scott would be real proud. Until he knows. I gotta show you about the bottles. He would not like this. It's less fake orange flavor. It is like a sparkling orange juice. It's what I imagine a mimosa tastes like. I don't know. I have no idea what a mimosa tastes like. But it is it tastes like an orange juice, a little sweet, but instead of the whole like fake orange flavor, and instead of it being like super carbonated, there was just a light fizz to it. And I'll send photos of what it looks like. It looks like an orange juice. You don't see any bubbles. It's just there's a light fizz. Okay, and then onto the bottles. So these bottles, the cap doesn't come off. Like it doesn't, like, because it's supposed to be recycled all together. Because you know how Dad leaves his the caps to his soda like in his car, how that would be the thing, like all the Mountain Dew caps in his car. This prevents that. So Dad would probably hate this, but I mean, so this is strawberry kiwi. Yeah, it tastes like strawberry kiwi juice with a light fizz. Like, as you can see, there's no like bubbly carbonation. Like, if I shook it up, I'll shake it off camera. Like, obviously there's some fizz and some, but like, this could backfire on me. But like, yeah, I shook it a lot too. Like, dude, it's so nice. Like, I love this way more. Sprite tastes awful. Don't get Sprite. Fanta is really good, and I understand why a lot of people in the UK like it. So, but I tried the Fanta when we got some fish and chips, which it was fine. The fish and chips was okay. I ate a lot of my chips. I kind of ate half of my fish. It was a big fillet of fish. I don't know why they'd say we had good fish and chips out here, because Danielle has apparently said that not a lot of places, maybe it was just in where we were, didn't have good fish and chip places, but like, girl, I thought the UK was supposed to be known for fish and chips. Okay. So, yesterday, let's start at the beginning. We're lovers and we're losers. That's a song by Frank Turner, who's from the UK. Anyways, yesterday, I woke up at 6. I had breakfast, got ready, whatever. And then I went to class. Michael's class was really fun. It's kind of just like here's an overview of Photoshop. Here's an overview of the class. Here's an overview of like kind of Photoshop, and the tools we'll be using. And then he's like, okay, so let's look at this assignment. And he's like, okay, which one should I demonstrate? Or he's like, would you rather watch the video or would you rather have me demonstrate? And we said demonstrate, because obviously, or at least in my opinion, I would much rather see him do the thing, which also, side note, everyone loved my earrings today. They're my Howl's Moving Castle earrings. They all thought it was super cool. Anyways, which shows that we're all with our kids. But Michael's class was fun. I mean, like, it was whatever. I just kind of worked on the assignment alongside him. I learned that Command T is like I figured out how to transform shit. I hated that. I couldn't figure it out. And don't be mad at me about that. I don't want this. Art history was okay. We talked about the, I should be more in frame. Yeah, sorry. Welcome to my desk, because I just saw a spider crawling on my bed, and I killed it, but I almost, yeah. It was really small, like it was a really small spider. Can I just get some support for me killing it? Jeez. Anyways, we talked about the Palace of Versailles and stuff, which was fine. I mean, whatever. I liked learning about it. We learned about the Rococo era at some point, and that's gonna make me really happy. It was also really cold in her classroom. Like, I was shivering. Then Gabe, Megan, and I decided to go to the convenience store, which was really cool. I really liked it. It had a lot of stuff. I got a ton of food, and by a ton of food, I mean I got a thing of fries. That was like loaded fries. I got some mac and cheese, which we got a second box of the same mac and cheese today at Tesco's, so we can actually have some for dinner tonight. And then I got some Spam. Delicacy, I know. Then we got the, I got some ramen and some candy. And then I just ended up hanging out. Oh, and then I got some mac and cheese that was microwavable that I just ended up eating when I got back to the room. And then I hung out with Megan for a bit, but then I decided to go back to my room, and I may or may not have fallen asleep. Yeah. Sorry, I'm like debating shutting my window now that I saw a bug in here, but like, it's okay. Bugs can get in here. I'd rather have bugs get in than die in my room. Also, you can see my fan. But maybe I'll give me your advice. What should I do about the whole, I found a bug in my room and now I don't know what to do with my life? I fell asleep in my room, and Megan ended up waking me up for a tour, which started in about 30 minutes from when she woke me up, which is fine because I was still like dressed. I just ended up changing my shirt. And then I ended up being dressed like Indiana Jones, which Jody thought was hilarious. Love you, Mom. Sorry, you think I'm lying when I do this. Love you, Mom. I wasn't super hyped for the tour, but it ended up being really fun. Like, I had a great time. It was cool. We hung out in a cemetery for an hour, which like got a little boring towards the end, but like it was fine. You know, I was with people I enjoyed being with, so like it wasn't the end of the world. And even the walking wasn't even that bad. Correction. Sorry. I had to walk up 128 stairs. And you may be thinking, Molly, all in one day? That's not that bad. It was one flight of stairs. You had to go up them. My legs were jelly. No, they're not. My legs usually don't go on fire. I'm gonna have killer calves. Like, I already have killer calves. I'm gonna have killer calves by the end of this. Megan and I left offerings for Greyfriar's Bobby, which is a dog statue, and we left little flower offerings at it. They were flowers that had fallen off of the flower, like they're groups of flowers. They were just on the sidewalk, so we left them the sticks that people leave. And I got a really cute photo of them. But we also ended up going right back to the flat afterwards. It was kind of like open, free time after the tour, but like Megan and I were kind of like, we're coming back here Saturday. We saw a lot of stores we want to visit, but like, you know, we don't really want to do anything crazy. But a lot of other people, like, and I mean a lot of other people ended up going out, which, whatever. And then I packed some oranges before we left because I didn't know what the whole meal situation or like hungry situation was going to be. And I had eaten a sandwich on my way out of the store as well. and we didn't eat the oranges at all on the tour, but then it got to us waiting for the bus and we had to wait like 20 minutes. And so Megan and I just got out the oranges and we peeled them and we ate them. It was awesome. We rode the bus back, and like I said, I've only been riding double decker buses unless it was like the coach bus. We rode a coach bus today. Because again, there are a lot of those out here. It's basically the only type of bus you see, unless it's like a hired bus. And we haven't had this opportunity the entire time we've been in Edinburgh, and it's only been a couple days, obviously, but like we finally got to sit in the very front seats of the top half of the bus, like the very, very far ones. And I have a video of it, and I'll post it. And it was so funny. You can hear us talking and everything. We ate Kristen's stir fry. Kristen made stir fry and like left it on the burner for us, like just on really, really low, and it was really good. And since now that we have chili paste and soy sauce and minced garlic, and we had minced garlic, but now we have minced ginger, we were also kind of like, if anyone else wants to make stir fry, let us know, because we have ingredients that you would want. And then Megan and I just kind of talked in the kitchen for like an hour before I ended up going and talking to Mom. We bonded over Watcher and Unisonus. She's incredibly jealous that I've seen them, so I'll wear my t-shirt probably on Saturday or something when we hang out. And then I ended up just staying in my room for the rest of the night. Like I said, I called Mom. I kind of cleaned up a little bit, but that kind of went to waste this morning when I woke up late, so now could use a good cleaning. But and by clean, I mean organizing. This is what the desk looks like, and that's kind of just my makeup stuff. This is the other part of the desk. Not too bad. This is the bed that I don't use the sheets of, and then there's stuff in there. But like the bathroom's clean, like everything's clean. Oh, this is the stuff up here. I mean, like, yeah, it wasn't that crazy for me. Yeah. Today, no, today's gonna be a separate video. I'm gonna talk about today in a separate video. So yeah, that was my day yesterday. Yesterday, June 28th, Wednesday, 2023. Yeah, no, I had a good day. It was a really good day, and yeah. Wait, I'm remembering. I'm gonna start doing this thing where I name 5 things that I've enjoyed and that have made me happy to be in Scotland. 5 things. Trying to be a little bit more positive. Not for anyone in particular, but here we go. Number 1, I love my roommates. They're all great people. I love talking to them. I love joking with them. Megan is still my favorite because we're both in the same art track. She's thinking about moving to the animation major, so we have just a lot in common. And I love her. She's great. Sorry, we were doing camera fights today where one of us would take a photo, and then we would be taking a photo, and then it would be one of us would move and take a photo of the person taking the photo. So I have a lot of photos of Megan on my phone right now. Number 2, I like the instructors. I do. I really like the instructors. I really like Michael Hegel. Professor Hegel. He's really cool. Becky's awesome for getting me this fan over here. She's pretty awesome. Danielle, she's pretty cool. I mean, like, I told her about how I want to get a woolen sweater yesterday, and she seemed super excited or like willing to help me find a good one to buy, so that was nice. Yeah, so that's number 2. Number 3, I've liked the food here. I haven't really eaten out. I've only eaten out once so far, but like the food that we are making here in our dorms, or like the food that I've gotten that's like a pre-made meal, has all been good. Like I haven't eaten anything and felt gross afterwards. Yeah, I mean, those fries I had today were, they were okay. They're like steak fries. They weren't very crispy. So, but that's just because I like a good I like a good soggy fry, but not if it's a steak fry. It's gotta have some crisp on it. What else? That's number 3. Number 4, I have enjoyed the places I've visited. I've really enjoyed going to the museums, going to Old Town, going to New Town, like just walking around. I do complain about it, how many steps I've walked up, how much I hate an incline, but like I look around and it is so beautiful here. Like, it is gorgeous. And number 5, simply the architecture and just the buildings in general. Like, this is the stuff you see in like in like TV and movies and stuff. Like, oh, they're in the UK, they're in Britain, they're in Scotland, and it's just gorgeous. Like, it is unlike no other. And there have been plenty of people I've not met, because like we don't really have a conversation, but we just say a few words. They've all been super nice. I took a photo for some family today at the castle we visited, and that was awesome. Like, we had a great time. So that was fun. There was a guy with his dog, and they were very nice. There was a few I've heard it from a few teenage guys. They'll be like, oh, tourists. Like, it happened today at Tesco. And I'm always just like, dude, you live in Edinburgh. What do you mean? Of course there are tourists. Like, that's like living in New York and being like, ugh, tourists. You live in New York. What do you want? You don't like it here, move. Okay, well, those are the good things. I hope you're happy that you heard them and that I'm enjoying my time here and that I'm having a good day. Yeah.